To all who served and those who pay their respects, the university is kickstarting the Veterans Day weekend today, where to find the festivities around campus.
Election Day has passed and the results are in. Find out which candidates won, which issues passed, and the reactions to all of it, both locally and nationally.
Kent State has a 23-game home win streak and James Madison wants to end it. What you need to know about tonight's big game.
Hollywood actors are back to work. Details of the months-long strike that is no more. All these stories and more as your Thursday morning Flashcast starts right now.
This is TV2 News.
Good morning, Kent State and all of Portage County. Thank you so much for tuning in to your Thursday morning People's Flashcast. I'm Anthony Zacharias.
And I'm Michael Neenan.
With Veterans Day this weekend, the university is holding a commemoration program today on campus. Multiple representatives from the university are slated to be in attendance, including President Todd Dyken. The program starts at 11 a.m. on the Student Green with a lunch to follow at noon in the Student Center dining room. And for those who can't participate in person, a live stream is posted on the university's website.
Having a hard time managing a healthy work-life balance? Then the wellness webinar might be just for you. The meeting, hosted by Be Well Solutions, encourages participants to think about their daily life roles and find ways to balance your duties in a healthy manner, as well as tie together one's physical and mental health. The seminar is held virtually on Microsoft Teams today from noon to 1 p.m.
Grab your friends and get ready to put your minds together. The Flash's Activities Board is hosting pop culture trivia this evening. Head to the Ross Skeller in the basement of the Student Center to try and win one of the various prizes up for grabs. Items from well-known movies like Jaws and A Christmas Story are potential prizes posted on their Instagram story. The event starts at 7 p.m.
You know, Anthony, really nice weather we're having today.
Yeah, I mean, a little cool this morning, but not too bad of a walk coming to Franklin Hall this morning. So let's take a look at the weather going on here around Kent today.
So currently in Kent, it is 47 degrees, but feels like 42 degrees. The dew point is at 32.9 degrees, with winds traveling west to northwest at 12 miles an hour. Humidity is at 79%, and I'm very happy to report the visibility is at a full 10 miles, so don't worry about driving your car today. You can see everything just fine. But let's go ahead and take a look at the weather for today. Going to later into noon, it's going to be 49 degrees. It will be a little bit cloudy with winds going west to northwest, again at 12 miles an hour. Going into 3 p.m., it'll still be pretty cloudy, but thankfully it'll go up to 52 degrees if that makes a difference to anyone. But if it does make a difference, then I am sad to report that it goes back down to 46 degrees and it will still be pretty cloudy at 6 p.m. with winds traveling west at 6 miles per hour. So there will be a little bit of wind in the afternoon, but it will die down later. It's not too bad because it will be snowing in about a month or two, so enjoy these brisk weathers while you can, but that's all we have for now. Stay tuned for more weather updates later during our newscast at 6 p.m.
As Election Day is in the rearview mirror, eyes are now turning towards next year's election, which includes the presidential seat. Some analysts predict Tuesday's results may act as a warning sign towards future elections, as in Ohio, both reproductive rights and marijuana legalization were voted in favor of, while in Kentucky, incumbent Democratic Governor Andy Beshear was reelected, while in Mississippi, the Republican incumbent Tate Reeves was also reelected as governor for his second term.
Portage Parks has plans of expanding the Kent Bog. This comes after Tuesday's election, which passed a levy that will collect an estimated $4.5 million over the next decade, starting in 2024. The levy increased taxes for homeowners, with the owner of a $100,000 home paying $35.
While most races are called from Tuesday's election, voters in East Cleveland will have to hit the polls once again for a mayoral recall vote. Voters will get to decide if Mayor Brandon L. King should be removed from office after he survived another recall vote in 2022. King has been in the middle of wrongdoing accusations and exchanging words with city council members. Early voting started Wednesday, and polls are set to officially open December 5th.
Starting today is Cleveland Restaurant Week. Several restaurants in the city are offering special deals for the occasion, with some offering 3-course prix-fixe meals for around $40 per person. Going through November 18th, the event encourages locals to try out restaurants around the city with the hope of creating some new foodies along the way.
GOP candidates hit the debate stage without Donald Trump again in the third debate last night. What the 5 candidates had to say and takeaways from the event.
Today is dedicated to a certain fried cutlet of the avian variety placed between 2 slices of bread. Find out just how far back the holiday goes.
Finding life beyond Earth is no longer a dream. It's a discovery that will likely be made during our lifetime, and it will change everything. We are home to over 100 explorer scientists. Our purpose is singular: to understand the origins and prevalence of life and intelligence in the universe, so that we might lay the framework for humanity's next steps to the stars. We are the SETI Institute.
Good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend and are ready to be inspired. One quick thing I want to remind you guys to be studying.
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Class, today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused. Fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchool.com.
Welcome back. It has certainly been a busy 48 hours of coverage, starting with Election Day around Ohio and beyond.
That's right, Anthony. As we move past Election Day, though, the 2024 presidential race will heat up.
We're going to start our coverage with a look at the GOP debate that took place last night as the race to see who will win against President Biden next year continues.
Last night, the third Republican debate took place in Miami. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley took center stage last night. Topics of debate included the ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestine, as well as other matters in the field of foreign policy and funding. The next debate will be held December 6th.
Former President Donald Trump was absent from last night's debate. Instead, he held a rally in Hialeah, Florida, and spoke to a crowd of people about his plans if he wins the presidency in 2024. Trump is so far leading the polls with 56% of the vote in his favor. The next highest polling Republican is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is polling at 18%. Let's take a timeout from the news and head over into the world of sports.
With more on the latest sports news is TV2's Noah Keeney.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. My name is Noah Keeney, and there's a lot going on here at Kent and around the sports world. Let's begin on the hardwood. The Golden Flashes now have a home winning streak of 23 consecutive games after their win over Malone in the home opener. JMU began their season with an exciting overtime 79-76 thrilling victory win over number 4 Michigan State. Kent State will meet James Madison for the 6th time ever. KSU leads the all-time series against JMU 3-2. The game will be available on ESPN Plus if you cannot make it. It'll also be a 7 p.m. tip-off tonight. Now let's look at the football field. Bowling Green looked like the better coached team last night in a 49-19 slashing of the Flashes. Tommy Ultulitsky threw for a career-best 289 yards in his second career start. His favorite target was Luke Floria, who grabbed 9 passes for 95 yards, both which were career highs for him. The Flashes struck first, stringing together an 11-play drive that ended with a field goal from Andrew Glass. Bowling Green jumped on top late and never looked back. Kent State is now 1-9 overall and 0-6 in conference play. A nationally televised audience will be treated tonight to the Chicago Bears and Carolina Panthers for Thursday Night Football. 2 teams with a combined 3 total wins between them. This game is intriguing for the fans of the 2 teams, however. Last spring was their blockbuster trade that sent the pairs DJ Moore and the first overall pick to the Panthers, which is now Bryce Young. Young continues to show growing pains, and I expect the Bears to pressure him into making lots of mistakes and Chicago to run away with this game in the second half. That's all I have for you this morning for sports. I hope to see you at the Mack Center tonight at 7 p.m. For TV2 Sports, I'm Noah Keeney. Now back to the guys at the desk.
Thank you, Noah. A tentative deal was reached between Hollywood Studios and the union representing the film and television performers. This officially ended the strike early this morning after no contract could be agreed upon for months. All details of the agreement have not yet been released, yet initial demands from the union highlighted stricter protections against the use of artificial intelligence and a larger compensation from streaming services profits.
Were you in the mood for a chicken sandwich? Well, you are now, because today is National Chicken Sandwich Day. The holiday is believed to have been around since the 1930s, but the sandwich exploded in popularity after Popeyes released its rendition of the sandwich in 2019. Other restaurant chains have since followed suit, and the dish can be found in almost every restaurant. Well, Anthony, I do like myself a chicken sandwich. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, Chick-fil-A for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe I've done it before. I'll do it again. So that's all the time we have for the People's Flashcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
For updates on all of these stories and more, visit our website at KentWired.com and follow us on social media on all platforms at KentWired. I'm Michael Neenan.
And I've been Anthony Zacharias. Have a great day, Portage County.
This is Portage County's TV2, broadcasting from the campus of Kent State University. Streaming online at KentWired.com.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education. No one receives a diploma alone. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody.